Well, corn's starting to come up. There's one right there, and there's another one right here. There's one here. It's starting to come up on the better Weld Range soil. You see several. There's one right here. And, you know, this. I guess I need to get out my owl. I usually put an owl up when the corn starts coming up. I had the crows come in and pull the whole corns up and eat the kernel of corn and devour your corn crops. I guess I ought to think about that pretty quick. Put my fake owl up. That kind of deters them. Looks like I'm starting to get a few of the sunflowers to come up. There's one there. I found that the sunflowers really attract the bees, and they're good for helping the rest of your garden pollinate. So I always try to plant a row. Last year they didn't make. They died about as soon as a little after they come up, but hopefully they'll make this year. This is over on a piece of ground I just plowed this spring and tilled it and planted sunflowers over here. Going to have to deal with the grass quite a bit, but we'll see how it turns out. First year I planted sweet corn in this garden spot. It actually was over there, and the garden was turned and running in this direction, which was a bad idea. It's downhill, so when it rained and run downhill and just caused a lot of erosion. So I come in and turn the garden sideways this way, and it's downhill. Well, those rows will help catch that water and hold it and not cause so much erosion. It worked. But anyway, first year that I raised corn here, the corn got up about, I don't know, 1.5 inches, 2 inches, had a great stand. And I come down the next morning to check on it, check on the garden, and not every, but almost 90% of the corn had been pulled out of the ground, and the kernel was eaten and left a little shoot laying on the ground. A little research told me it was crows, and I believe it. I mean, I had to replant corn, and when I did, I went to one of the local, I don't remember if it's Tractor Supply or where it was, but I bought this owl. Now this booger sits here on a steel T-post, just driven in the ground, and he sits there on this T-post, and the wind will make his head turn around from side to side and make him look like a real owl there. If the crows come by and see it, it seems to help. Whether it did or not, I never had the problem with crows since I put this up. And once those, the corn gets up, 6 inches or so, 4 inches, you won't have to worry about it. They'll be too big for the crows to deal with. But when them plants are little coming out of the ground, they will sure enough, pull it up and eat the corn that you planted and leave this shoot laying on the ground. It broke my heart when I found that. It was a bad deal, but anyhow, that's my owl. Another little tidbit. I put 2 posts in the ground. I put one on this end of the garden and one on that end of the garden down there. And every day or so, I move that owl from this post to that post and back and forth, so the crows don't get used to him being on just one post, and move him around. And whether that helps or not, I don't know, but that's what I do.